It's time to get some more eggs out to the farm stand. I figured I would show y'all how I get them prepped and ready to go out. So the first thing I have to do is obviously collect the eggs that I'm gonna need to clean up. And then the second thing I need to do is make it darker in here, as dark as I can get it, so that way I have the most light shining through the eggs to see every possible defect that there could be. So the first thing that I gotta do is I have to wipe them all down, like so. And while I'm doing so, I'm going to check all the outer shell for defects. See if there's little calcium deposits, or if there's any little nicks or cracks that I can see with my eyes, or any stuff that I can't get off without actually washing them. I don't actually wash the eggs that I put out at my farm stand, because I don't want to wash off the natural bloom that eggs contain when they come from the chicken. If I do that, then I have to be more concerned about refrigeration, and the eggs don't last nearly as long. Here's a good example of one that I would call a reject egg. It's not a reject as in I can't eat it. It's a reject as in I'm not going to sell it in the farm stand because there's a lot of stuck on crud here. So we're going to go ahead and put this off to the side in our reject pile. Now that the basket's empty and they're all wiped down and look nice and pretty again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start candling all the eggs. And that means I'm going to put them underneath my bright flashlight here and look through the eggs themselves to make sure that there's no actual cracks or dings. I found one more that I'm going to pull. It's got the weird edges on this one as well that you couldn't see without the light. That's why we candle them. Now that I'm done candling, I can turn the light back on. Now that they're all cleaned up, candled, and we know there's no rejects in here, it's time to get them into their cartons. So it seems that I'm actually out of the little carts that I usually have that I put in these that go with these. This is a little how to wash your farm fresh eggs cards that hubby and I put together because, well, like I said, I don't actually wash them, so you do still need to wash them, but remember, don't ever wash your eggs with soap. We want to make sure that each one has a card so that everybody knows how fresh their eggs are. I don't actually separate my cartons by rainbow eggs yet, so I try to sort of make sure that everybody gets at least one green and one white egg in their cartons. Everybody likes pretty eggs. Let's go put them in the farm stand. Yay, finally more eggs for the farm stand. I say that like I'm not the one producing the eggs. We're getting plenty of eggs. I just can't keep up with the demand around where I live. Already only a half dozen in there, and there was 2.5 dozen in there yesterday. Well, there's 2.5 dozen in there again today. Thanks for checking in on us.